Where Did You Go on GTFM on 107.9 FM and of course online. Fast approaching 24 after 10 on this Friday morning, and it's time now to discuss a subject which I guess is a little bit of a taboo, but as with a lot of subjects, we are breaking down the barriers to a lot of things in life these days, and one of them just happens to be death. And joining me about a very special I suppose session would be the right word to use, which is taking place on the 15th of May. It's called Death Café, and I'm joined this morning by Claire and Donna Pace. Good morning, girls.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hey.
Now then, Death Café. Initially, you think to yourself, right, okay, this could be interesting. Basically, what is it all about then? Go on.
It's all about breaking down that taboo of death and not being able to speak about it. It's all about people coming together as strangers, often strangers, and having a chat over tea and cake and coffee, and just about what they want at the end of their lives.
Because, I mean, let's be honest, it's one of those subjects, you know, it's the old saying, isn't it? Two things guaranteed in life.
Yep.
Tax and death. It's unavoidable. It's going to happen to us all, and this is why people, I guess, in many ways don't talk about it, because we know it's going to happen at some point. But of course, death happens in two forms. It's either expected or it's unexpected, and there's a big difference in those two as well.
Definitely, and it's about that preparation, and this sort of environment is very informal. It's a welcoming environment where people can come and openly discuss their plans for the future and how they're going to set up their financial issues, planning
Because
for
that's
health.
a big one as well,
It is.
finance as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all about planning for things that you know it's going to happen to you, but actually you don't know when it's going to happen. But it's about making those plans being heard with your family, your friends, being able to talk about it without worrying or without someone kind of stopping you from saying things.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, so the idea being then, you've got a loved one who's maybe in palliative care, maybe, and they're going through it emotionally, obviously, and they're unsure about certain things. So the idea being is to come along on the 15th of May, 4 till 6, you said, isn't it?
Yes.
Where's it taking place, girls?
In the University of South Wales on the Lower Glintaff camp site.
Okay, whereabouts is that? Is that
It's in Pontypridd.
near?
Near.
It's just above Tree Forest.
Oh, right.
In Taff.
Right, okay. Now then, so they can come along. I mean, obviously the earlier the better to benefit from the 2 hours. So who's going to be there all together? You know, counsellors, financial advisors, that sort of thing?
The main thing with the Death Cafe is to remember that it's not about a bereavement support or a counselling service. This is about people who just want to come along and talk about death. Talk about without that expectation of worrying about what people are going to think of you or what you're going to do about things.
So is this about people who are themselves possibly, you know, in palliative care?
This is for anybody. This could be me or you or your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister. It really doesn't matter. This is open to the whole public. This isn't about professionals being there. There are professionals there to facilitate the sessions, but actually this is about everybody from any walk of life to come and have a chat.
So is there a religious side to this as well, girls, or is it...
It's more community based, really, and that opportunity to gather as a group and to discuss something that is, as you said earlier, a taboo subject, and we want to break
Very
down
taboo.
those barriers.
Yeah, just like we mentioned before we went on air, it's just like mental health, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But of course that's another subject for another day, and we will be tackling that here at GTFM as well. So who's going to be there then all together? Give people an idea who's actually, they're going to walk through the door and what they're going to see.
Okay, so they're going to walk through the door, they're going to be welcomed with a big smile, with myself and Donna and Maria Parry from the University of South Wales. Together we are linking in with Velindre Cancer Centre in Cardiff and Marie Curie Cardiff and the Vale. Again, there'll be us there as professionals. We'll be able to facilitate sessions. This is just about having a chat and talking about your fears, your dreams, of what you'd want.
Now, I had cancer myself 4 years ago. I got the utmost respect for Valindra. I went there for one course of treatment for one of the cancers I had. We won't even go there. But I can speak from experience. The emotions that you go through is immense. This can't be happening to me is the obvious one, I guess. But of course, I think emotions are underestimated.
Yes.
Because you don't realise sometimes for a year, 18 months, 2 years afterwards, what you actually went through, and you think, wow, how on earth did I cope with that?
Yeah, it's that experience, that unsurety, that understanding, but understanding there are people out there as well to help. Being a nurse myself, and Donna and Maria, we've all experienced this kind of conversation with our patients, and people are sometimes really afraid of it. But it's actually about living. It isn't about dying. It's actually about living with that quality of life before you have that quality of death.
That's right. Because the thing is, I mean, medical, the treatments are improving all the time now. 50 years ago, you only had to mention 2 words: cancer, Valindra, oh dear.
Yeah.
It's different now, isn't it? I mean, treatments have moved on, and some people who sadly would have lost their lives many years ago are living an extra 10, 15, 20 years, girls.
It's that survivorship now, isn't it? People are living longer, they're living better quality lives. So this is another element where you can just bring people together to promote and support each other.
I think as well, though, I think you've got to say this, even though treatments have improved and people are living much longer now, there is the fear factor.
There is.
Especially with cancer, obviously, and even those who maybe have had a heart attack and thankfully come through that. But there's always that little doubt, is the cancer going to come back? Am I going to have another heart attack?
Yeah, it is that fear factor. And if we think about how treatments have come on in the past 50 years, I think 50 years ago we used to bring our people who had died and bring them home in our living rooms. And we all used to sit round. We all used to sit round having a cup of coffee with our loved ones in the front room. And
sometimes they'd sit up, wouldn't they?
And sometimes they would.
What am I missing today then? Yeah. My grandmother used to tell me some of those stories, Oh dear.
And as research,
but it's true, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It is true. Everything's moved on now. So just to recap then, girls, it's the 15th of May.
It is.
Between 4 and 6, and whereabouts is it again?
It's in Pontypridd, so in the University of South Wales, in the Glyntaff campus, which is just off the A470. And they'll be supported there by people from USW, including myself, Maria Parry, Donna Pace, together with people from Valindra and Marie Curie.
So if you've got any questions, I mean, obviously turn up, and there's going to be people there to help answer those questions.
Yes, definitely.
Brilliant stuff. And could there be another date, another session at some point in the future as well?
There will be. This is the first of many that we plan on within regards to Death Cafe. It's a non-profit event. It's completely free car parking. Just come along, a warm welcome, a good smile, and enjoy.
And a cup of tea and biscuits.
Of course.
I'm sure there'll be cake.
Okay.
There will be.
Pie and chips, pasta and chips. All right then, girls. Well, listen, Claire and Donna, thanks very much for coming in to have a chat with us today. Good luck with it. I'm sure there'll be lots of people there. I mean, because like I said, death is just one of those taboo subjects, and people just need to talk about it, don't they?
Yeah, but thank you very much for having us today, and we look forward to welcoming everybody on the 15th of May.
Okay, girls, thank you very much indeed, and you're more than welcome to come in. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Come back and see us, okay?
We will.
Okay, thanks.
Bye now.
Williams, GTFM, the music of your life.